Alright, welcome everybody to another stream. Today I'm going to be basically just cracking some relics, and if anybody wants to join in or if the chat wants to come along, then I'll invite them, we'll play, and we'll do whatever we need to. I've had a lot of downtime and I haven't been able to put out videos for Warframe because I've had a busy schedule, but I have a lot of new characters and I have a lot of new weapons. Alright, first off, let's go through the Warframes. I ended up getting, there's Banshee, now Chroma, I had Dante, Excalibur Umbra, got Frost, Hera Prime,
Who are we
let's see,
killing today?
Lavos Prime, and let's see, Rhino Prime. I subsumed my Rhino and put him into a, well, I subsumed him so I could actually get his ability to put onto other characters. I now have Saren Prime, Titania Prime, I have Yareli Prime, which she was very fun to get, and Wisp Prime as well. I also have Zephyr, Wukong, and Vauban. And as everyone saw at the beginning, I have Valkyrie as well. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a few like test runs for myself, just seeing what I can do inside of these different missions. Because it's been a minute since I've done actual like Steel Path, like unlocking relics. Let's see. There's the one I want to try. Alright. Anyways. Let's see if we can get anything new today. Because Barrow's going to be coming back within the next week. And in the following week after that, or sometime soon, he's going to be coming with his whole inventory, which will be very interesting. By the way, the Prime Resurgence just changed.
Relics, just like life.
So if you wanted to get Revenant Prime or Baruch Prime and their weapons and stuff, then now they're available.
You choose when you're good and ready.
Alright. Let's get started and let's see what we can do today. Oh, wait. I don't want to bring my little crew bro along. She's not ready yet. She's not ready for this yet. Alright, Diriga. Let's see. I think everything on here is pretty fine. Alright. Okay, now let's go look and see what we have. Ooh, a gift from Lotus. Doing a hive mission for an Orkin Catalyst. Definitely gonna finish that before it goes away. Alright. Now let's see. Those are for Steel Path. Rescue, defense, rescue, mobile defense, exterminate, disruption, spy, void flood. Omnia Fisher. It's pretty cool. I don't know about void flood though. We will see, I guess. Let's go crack a relic and see if anyone's gonna join. Okay. Well, Dark Banana. Hera Prime. Okay. By the way, myself, I have never personally played with Saren, so I don't know much about her at all.
The angels are clawing at the Albrecht membrane, creating ruptures that will saturate the area with void.
Okay, so essentially this is just collecting the orbs and filling up the thing.
Vitablast is everywhere except for where it should be. Grab some and stuff it in
Okay, well,
Gather up nearby Vitablast
I'm starting to realize what the problem is for myself. My survivability is absolute zero.
Look out for reactions.
only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactor. Want to open our relic.
So essentially what we do is just collect the stuff, kill as many enemies as we have to get the things, and then collect the rest of the orbs and call it a day. This thing is crazy. This sword. A
You may
boarding
notice
party.
combat conditions worsening.
Okay.
Rupture sealed. On to the next. The angels have torn open another rupture.
Uh-oh.
Fill it with Vitaplast before this whole
It's-
shit goes topsy-turvy.
Great. My infection went down so much. It's just because of the fact that these guys are actually doing really well at killing
We
everything
sealed a
now.
rupture. Not bad.
Feels like this is slightly slower than in Deviri when you can actually... Whenever I actually collected a whole lot more than this. But then again, I'm not complaining. Okay, so there's Thrax.
Void floods have a tendency to wash in terrible things. One of those things is approaching. Do be careful.
I do need to get Thrax Plasma for something.
Did you have a chance
I
to
forgot
ask it
exactly
where
what it
came from
is.
before you killed it? You can always do more. But if you can't, I have marked an extraction point.
I better have gotten a relic. I didn't? Bro, that's so stupid. It went away before I could grab the last one. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Move on to the next one. I'm gonna use this one. Why not? Okay. Okay, well that was not
Very
great.
Sorry about this. One of the fears the void likes to manifest is childhood anxiety. Meet the repressed fears of teenage Yonta. I call her Skitter Girl. She's a thief. Wow! Vitaplast sealed that rupture. Just as I knew it would.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactants.
Okay, well my durability is so low. I feel like every time I'm in a situation like this, it's always stemming from the fact that there's just so many of these freaking Eximus units that come by, ruin my day. Like there was so many Eximus all in one small area. Okay, so now the infection's spreading. Definitely need to get out of there. I need to figure out a way to get myself to actually be able to live longer than this. My numbers are just ticking up because of those other enemies over there. It's great news for me because that means that as soon as I infect someone else, it'll just continue to keep ramping up and ramping up and ramping up. Unless they just straight up kill them. Jeez. Every single time, huh? These guys just come along, murder them, and then there's like next to nothing to worry about at all. It's actually kind of nice to be able to see that number go up actually decently high. Now I can actually have a relic.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Enemy heat weapons, so that's annoying.
Void saturation causing further complications. I have opened an escape lift for you. Use it when you need it.
Okay. I need to get Zaku Prime. So let's try to aim for him, at least for one part. Okay, so I can radiant this, and hopefully I can get the gold. Okay, so 3 are staying, 1 is leaving. Okay. My weapons can kill decently well. It's just the stupid manner of trying to get through all this other stuff. Eternal logistics. Okay, never seen that before. Skitter girl is looking for you. Okay.
You've strayed from your squad and Skitter Girl has taken notice. Watch your stuff.
Wait, are they seriously leaving? Well, that's annoying. Wait, actually, there's only one person that was leaving. Well, I'm an idiot. I ran away from my team, and now that little girl is going to be after me even more. Alright, where are you at, you little... Okay, so she's not coming to pick me off at the moment. It's good. Although slightly annoying. Jeez. I need to figure out what this mess is. I'm probably just gonna play Rhino for the remainder doing relics. Just got sucked up straight into the ceiling. Great.
Something just changed. Any fighting difficulties to report?
I think that Saren has an ability to
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
essentially crowd control with her is spreading the spores, doing the best that you can, using your 4 to amplify the spores damage by spreading viral. Maybe? That's just speculation to me though. Titanium Prime Neurotics. Yep, that's definitely the best thing here. I'm assuming people are going to be leaving now. Alright, are you guys leaving or are you doing another one? Okay, well, if one's not doing a relic, then you don't need to. Definitely gonna have to, figure a way out. Oh, great, the little girl.
Little girl likes to target stragglers, like you, right now.
Lovely. What even is this thing? Wish I was able to figure out what that thing is. Need to figure out the way out. Lovely. Thank you, good sir. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Get that little thing out of here. What in the world is she? You can't kill her. Do you just do damage to make her drop more pieces of that void stuff? Okay, well that's definitely weird. Okay. Not really a whole lot worth of value.
Cephalon Jordis will make an excellent friend, don't you think? Ordis remembers many more Cephalon voices, but
Yeah,
only silence.
probably not going to go and do Jordis right now. What benefit does Tennokai even have on these weapons? I don't really know the benefits of Tennokai because I haven't really, like, used it thoroughly. Okay, let's see. I kind of just want to do a mission that's endless, if I'm being honest. But there's no Omnia Fisher that's not just like a one and done. Well, I mean, Void Flood is fine. Well, let's see. Is there anything in here that I can do to actually help? I can get an Aris from doing this quest. It doesn't take long to build. Patient Zero, I'm assuming this is the way to get Mesa. And Jade Shadows is... I think that's how you unlock the ability to unlock Jade. That's for Mirage. Tempestari, I think this is the thing that you do to get the ability to get Sebagoth, and also the 10-hit weapons. Okay, well maybe we can just do some cleanup today then. Alright, so it'll take about 30 to 40 minutes to do Jade Shadows. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do it. Okay. Isn't that a stalker ship?
All your dreadlong life, you had lived with despair,
Hello, Hunhow.
anguish, hatred. But none of these compare to your guilt.
Okay. That's Jade.
Of all the gods and kings and golden lords, why was it you she saved?
So this is a stalker backstory. Okay. Is that a piece of jade? Wait, I get to play a stalker? Sweet. Okay. So follow the feathers. Oh, he was keeping her.
Light is dying. Her life almost spent. And you will never learn why this unknown slaughterer chose to spare you.
Okay.
You know whose help she needs. Will you let her drown in your despair? Or will
Okay.
you sheathe your hate and ask them?
Okay. I'm assuming he needs to ask us for help. Okay, so we're going to find medicine for her. So what does that mean for us? Where are we going? Alone. Sweet, I can control the ship too. Okay. Going to a Corpus spy mission. Okay. Yeah, probably should not skip anything. Okay, what am I armed with? I got Dread, the Despair, and Hate. Great. I got the Emo Lord package.
Wish to save through your own stubbornness.
Okay, let's look at these abilities real quick before I go in and get myself unaware. Stalker's attacks have 300% critical chance against enemies who do not see him. Okay, well that's busted. Teleport. Teleport to a target and perform a finisher, and if it kills the target, he regains a portion of the energy spent. That's pretty cool. Ah, jeez. Marked. Stun a target when a target dies. A portion of damage dealt to the target is dealt to other nearby enemies. That's pretty freaking good. Smoke screen. Cast a shadow that stuns enemies and obscures their vision briefly, making Stalker invisible. Okay. And okay, that's a pretty cool ability. Get to absorb incoming damage and cast it back with a damage multiplier of 13 times. Well, that's absolutely busted. What I'm wanting to hear here is that I need to just run through here as using smokescreen and pick off enemies in the dark. Oh, and you can just straight up fight while you're invisible. This thing is busted. Wait, can I auto breach? He has that ability? Or does it just, do I not have to do puzzles? I would love if I didn't have to do any puzzles. Okay. Okay. Back to invisible. And then now I just need to get to here. And then now, here, there, and boom. Oh wait, so he just does it automatically.
How did we just lose a significant percentage of our bioplasma reserves? Well, hello? Any techs care to run a diagnostic?
Probably best you don't know, lady. This is one person you don't want to mess with. Okay, so what's this one? Okay. So he automatically does all of these. I just need to make sure that he's invisible while he does them. In which case, that's easy. Oh my. Yeah, that was awesome. I want this dude's abilities ASAP. Ah, dude. At the very least, this will be easy. What's up? Too bad you can't see me, bro.
That's no system fault. We've got an intruder. Triple robotic security on all vaults.
Triplet, huh? Sure that's enough? I don't think you got enough. The fact that I can go invisible makes this almost a remedial task. And since he does automatically through all the puzzles, there's nothing that can stop me. See ya! Okay. Okay. I don't want to be up here. I just want to... There we go.
There. Camera 5. What is that thing? Tenno? No, doesn't fight like a Tenno. Troops, monitor, but keep your distance.
Oof.
Am I on? Intruder! This is Captain Zito of the Ardent, in service to mighty Parvos. Whoever you are, stand down. Your actions will not be tolerated.
Well, too bad for you, because I don't care.
Well done, whatever you are. It seems you have what you came for. But why? He's a what? Read me that entry again, Ensign. But what use would the Tenno Hunter have from medical-grade bioplasma? Track him.
Yeah, Stalker's just broken. Being able to instantly do damage to everything around him is nuts. I bet combining that ability with his 4 ability could be busted. Okay, let's see. So we're just giving the bioplasm to her? Okay.
You see? Futile. Only one can help her now. Tenno. Beard the beast in its den. You know the path of old.
Oh boy. Wait, what? You're gonna regret breaking into my home. Okay.
Ah, damn it. Signal lost.
Alright, come on. Let's get going. That's a really cool design for the chip. This is my orbiter.
Operator? Did you disable the security grid? Orders assuredly heard something just now. Who's there? Operator? Umbra?
Well, that was easy. Wait, that's the younger me.
Last guy who tried sticking me with a blade? Things didn't go so well for him.
Yeah.
Stay calm, operator.
Wait, Ordis. I don't think he's here for a fight. Are you?
That feather. Processing. It is from a warframe. One who went missing around the time of the Oracle fall, but documentation is scarce.
Okay.
Almost redacted.
You're here for help? For a warframe? Why? You hate warframes. Unless... Is this one... like... you?
Orders doubts anything is left of their sanity at this point.
All right, I'll help. For them. Whoever they are.
Okay. Alright, well, where'd the younger me go? Story?
Strange. A warframe's power should last forever, but some additional factor is draining hers. I am unable to determine what.
We can't let her die.
To restore a depleted warframe, Ordis suggests you turn to the base matter of which warframes are made.
Okay.
The infestation. Go.
Alright, well, let's see what we need to do. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty chilling for something to think about. But now that I'm in an infested place, what's the deal here?
If you're serious about saving her, you need to spill a lot of infested blood. She needs cortichrome. And that has to be harvested directly from a juggernaut.
Well, then let's get to murdering. That's what the stalker's specialty is. Let's get to murdering.
He's on a derelict. One of the old Corvus hulks off Eris. Find me the cargo manifest. I want to know what he's searching for.
All right. Really? Another one of these things? You had to do this in the Jordis thing too.
Juggernaut. Clumsy. Unless he meant to? But why?
Unknown to you, there's nothing that you can do. What about the despair? Oh, so it has heat damage on it. That's pretty cool. I mean, still, the best solution is to, Alright, you stupid pricks. Okay. It's not so much a boss fight as it is a glorified, I gotta basically just stick this thing with as many arrows as possible. And let's see if we can... Yep, there we go. Cortichrome, huh?
Don't just stand there. Go! The longer we wait, the less of a chance we have of saving her.
Wait. Bioplasma. Now Cortichrome. Could it be he's playing doctor? There's a warframe at the bottom of all this. I'm sure of it. Alert the Sisterhood. No. Alert Vala herself. I want to deliver this asset to her personally.
Okay. Maybe that's a key player that I missed. Is this like something that was supposed to come after Call of the Tempestari? And if that's the case, then I probably shouldn't have done this first. Because Sisters of Parvos, I think, come after the Call of the Tempestari quest. Kind of like the Liches came right after we did the... whatever that other quest was.
She's worse. We can buy her a few more minutes, but she's not gonna make it through this.
Try.
You don't understand. Whatever's been draining her, it's speeding up. And she's not fighting it.
Try.
That's why.
Jade.
Wait. Okay. Well, this is weird. A rhythm game? Okay. So, to what avail are we doing this? Wait. Was she pregnant during the time that they turned her into a warframe? If that's the case, then it's a baby. It has her powers. It's giving it to Stalker? Ooh. That is a very, very gorgeous sight. Oh my gosh. This is broken.
He's not going anywhere.
Oh, you think so? I don't think you guys realize just who this is. Alright, come on, let's go.
He's coming up. Get security in position. Do
Okay.
Sisterhood doesn't give second chances.
Candidate. Brother Pavlos is watching.
Well, tell Parvos that he can go screw himself because he's not getting this child.
Captain, there's no warframe down there. Just traces.
He took something. Rip it from his dead hands.
I like to see all of you try. None of you are getting anything from me. Cutscene? Okay. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. You gotta get through this. You gotta do it for the child. If you can make it to the ship, it's over. One. He's slowing down. That's not good. He's getting shot now.
All crews, cease fire! Cease fire! Stop firing!
Yeah. He's defending a child, you idiots. It's not some profitable thing you can get. Please just allow the dude to leave. He has a child. Such beautiful music, too. So what do you have to say, woman? That's what I thought. At the very least, you're not heartless. I'll give you that much. There wasn't really anything to gain from this. For you guys, anyway. That was beautiful. Wait, there's more? Okay.
You're going to be a father, Soren.
That's Jade?
But the Legums, if the Lord's found out,
Let's hear the dialogue for a minute.
You'll take care of us. Always. Won't you?
He made a promise. So that's why he was defending her so much. He did everything he could for her. Ultimately, it did cost her her life, though. Choose a name. Sirius or Orion? I'm at a loss. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm going Orion.
Orion.
Protector. That was a beautiful quest. It was short, sweet, had a lot of impact behind it, and it meant something. I'm back to me again.
Tenno, the shadow has fled. His lair is silent and empty. He will not return. Understand, she haunts this place. Her light has marred the earth. She whispers in the sleeping machines.
Okay.
In the disintegration of her flesh, she lives on.
Okay.
In honor of my barren, void-scarred womb, I entrust Jade to you. He would not have wished this, but she would.
Okay.
I remain the great and terrible Hanao.
Okay.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Oh, buzz off right now, Ortis. Become enraptured by the Song of Devastation. Through her, the Jade Light can be a force of destruction or a source of support. Okay, well, that's definitely one way to get a blueprint for something. So now what? Is there, like, anything that I should be aware of now? Well, maybe there'll be some way I can get a hold of those pieces. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's figure out what else to do. Main quests. I've already completed all of them. Okay. Then let's look and see, what do we have in the side quests? Talk to Darbo in any relay, and it's a man of a few words. Okay, well, maybe I can go do that
You
one.
have new quests in your codex.
Alright, let's go and talk to Darbo. Okay, so there he is.
Listen, I have a little job for you. Interest the Grenier have gone too far. They're about to execute one of my most trusted contractors. They say he's a traitor, and that he was trying to steal a priceless artifact.
Okay.
Baseless accusations. That's not the kind of business I engage in. So, what do you say? Will you help him out? And don't worry, you'll get paid too.
Okay, so I get a Exilus adapter for this. Okay, well, I can come back and do that later. I mean, it is kind of nice to know what exactly I'm doing it for.
A new quest is available in your codex.
Yep. Alright. So let's see here. What do we have that'll be pretty interesting? Glass Gambit is more within quest, and then talk to Ergo Glast in the parent sequence in any relay. Okay. I'll tell you his anthem. You gotta talk to Cephalon Suda, talk to Nakak and Cetus on Earth, and talk to them. So there's 3 I need to talk to in the relays. So I'm going to go grab those quests and see what each of them requires. And if there's one that can be decently quick, then I'll do it. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? So I need to go to syndicates, I think. Cephalon Suda first.
Hunter, do not waste your time with this idiot Cephalon, spewing corrupt data streams about music of all things. The epitome of meaningless data.
Music is not meaningless.
Disconnected from the weave and erased.
Oh, bro, shut up.
About music, as I am. Ignore the rants of that monster Hermes, who perverts his function with destruction. Samaris is to whom I refer. I am busy with my data collecting. What is your query?
Music.
Yes, I know. I am a Cephalon, a creature of data and memory. You need not repeat yourself. If you are truly curious about my musical archives, prove it. Build
Okay.
the Mandicord.
Mandicord. I will. Give me the blueprint.
A Mandicord? Hunter, will you strike your enemies with sonnets and hymns? Suda wastes your talent. Her precepts are corrupt. She ought to be decommissioned.
You have
Yeah,
come.
totally. So if you're that much better. Okay, I think these guys have one quest as well. We look at offerings, the Silver Grove. There it is.
Do you know of the Silver Grove, Earth's oldest and most pure forest?
I do not.
It is home to our most sacred shrine. We've learned that the Grenier, those twisted abominations, are planning to build a factory on it.
Okay.
Grenier Scorch units have been deployed, intent on turning our blessed Silver Grove to ash. Generations ago, we recovered an apothic recipe at the shrine. We believe it will reawaken the forest's legendary defenses.
Okay.
Gather the ingredients and deliver the apothic to the heart of the shrine. You are the only hope for the Silver Grove and the natural purity it represents.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get a hold of that. Now I think there's one more, and I think it was the one that was called the Perrin sequence. Yep, there it is. Also want to browse your merchandise. Okay, so he has these weapons for corrupted hollow keys. That's actually pretty cool. I will check that stuff out later. Right now, let's go to the Glass Gambit.
Time is credit, Tenno. So we'll forego the usual formalities. We have a
Okay.
dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people.
Okay.
Have you heard of them? I see. Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really.
Okay.
Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested.
That's
A
crazy.
dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods.
Okay.
But I've received disturbing news. That cleric of greed, Nef Anyo, has raided their colony.
Of
Taking
course.
over more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
Okay.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us. Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about.
Seriously?
Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray? I'll pray for the Tenno to come. I'll pray for the Tenno to save my family.
Oh.
That's Niwa. She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation.
Okay.
Before we can rescue Niwa and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses.
Okay.
Our financial strength is useless against the mindless horde. We need Tenno muscle. Will you help Niwa's people?
Yep. I'm helping.
Such generosity. I knew the Myconians could rely
Nice.
on you, Tenno.
Alright. I'm gonna go punch Nathaniel in the throat. Forget every other quest in this game at this very moment. I'm gonna go and punch him in the throat.
Tenno, I trust Ergoglast, but a colony that survives amid the infestation? It seems impossible.
That doesn't mean it's not possible. There's a lot of things that are seeming impossible, but actually are possible.
In his gluttony, Mr. Anyo took more than Mycona's most promising youth. He left the colony defenseless. 3 gateways lead into the colony. They all need to be shut.
Jeez. Alright. Neff, when I get a hold of you, I promise I will choke the life out of you. I wish they'd make it a quest to where we could actually murder Neff for all of his misdeeds and everything that he's done. Because he's endangered the lives of children multiple times. This guy deserves to be taken down. Alright, let's go. What's up? Triuna.
Tenno.
Okay. Yeah, not myths, really.
See those infested tumors growing with malignancy? It's breeded among the corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates until these growths are destroyed. The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them. Don't let greed win.
Yeah, they're not getting close. Bro, there's no way they're coming out of the vents, too. I should have brought a defense frame like Korra to this. Okay.
One door has been closed. 2 remain. Carry on. When that gluttonous freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left
Yo, what up, Cindy?
defenseless.
Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I came by your stream when you were streaming.
Corpus mindset.
And thanks for the follow, by the way.
Destroy the infestation so the colonists can force it closed.
Alright. Well, I hope you're doing well.
Can finish the job and close the
And how are you liking Kome? That should help them with their damage output. Yeah, nope. Alright, hopefully we can keep all of them alive.
Only one more to
I'm
go.
glad you're enjoying her.
These people are survivors. Over generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. To earn a living is all should have the right to do, never asking for charity, like the parent sequence. They were Corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed.
Okay.
Only Mr. Anyo shared this vision.
Come on, open the door. Well, fine, I'll just take them out before we open the door then. Dude, go open the door. Thank you, finally.
You know what to do. Take out the growths. Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish their job.
Okay. Okay.
The colony is sealed, but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back.
Alright, well, let's go kill the remaining. Let's just go ahead and just flamethrower these things down. And just get rid of them.
You did it. The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment. Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the ship then. No, I'm not going to tax you, bro.
Mission complete.
Okay.
Excellent work, Tenno.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno, but now we must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Alright, well, let's go and do it.
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Yeah, but I get a ton of money.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you.
Okay.
Return the Triuna, and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk.
Okay.
To beat Mr. Anyo at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul index.
Okay. Well, in that case, put down the wager. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to handle this on my own. It's only 15 to 20, and with Rhino Prime, this is going to be a stomp. Hopefully.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
I don't think you're unbiased there, buddy.
By the void, ergo glass.
Really, you're copying my spec? You're copying my Warframe?
Yes, well, since you've refused our generous offer for their return, we've come to play the odds and bring back the souls you stole. Tell me, are you feeling lucky?
Why am I so slow? I love how he's just rigging the game and he's just partially open about it. Dude, just give it up. How much time do we have? Oh, so it's just a time thing. I don't have to actually score if I don't want to. Alright, you're here. Okay. Yeah, no, you're not touching that. These specters are, pretty stupid.
Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Brokers, trading is complete.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the Index, nothing stays up forever.
This is the Index.
Okay.
I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
Alright, well, let's see.
You never were much of a gambler. Haven't you risked enough already?
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my resignation, I've never been richer. I've gained a soul and seen the truth of wealth. Anyo, the rising tides of prosperity ought to raise all who brave the ocean.
Careful, Glass. You might drown.
God, I want to punch him so hard in the face.
Bad day for Annual and his investors.
Too bad for you, you're not strong enough. Neither are you.
More points in the vault. Best brokers in the red. Index points up for grabs.
Okay. The stupid things, I hate them. Okay, well, you're done for. You're done for. Come on. Yeah, not so good, are ya? let's really go just deposit these and then just rub it in Anyo's face.
I smell a rally. And the index closes.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open.
Alright, prick.
We want our prisoners back. Wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Fine, I'll throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl, she stays with me.
Okay. Well, about time we teach Mr. Anyo what it's like to be robbed of his pockets.
Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Uncut broker with many points. Risky move. What a transaction! Index points up for grabs.
Well, you're pretty easy to deal with.
Come on, brokers. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Not a thing they can do. They're not strong enough yet.
Investors smiling on that capitalization. And there's the bell.
Interesting performance, Glad. But do your brokers have the credits to keep going?
Of course we do. Okay.
Glast, why is Neff so interested in you all? What are you not telling us?
Yeah, I kind of need to know.
I can only assume Manyo is trying to bait us back to the index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I see.
Alright.
I'm willing to bet one or two of these useless children if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence. All those executives will surely come crawling back to me. Fodder for the index.
Yeah, totally, bud. Alright, let's go bleed his pocket some more.
Capitalists, are you ready for the index?
Okay, well, apparently he didn't say his unbiased line, so he's definitely got something going on.
The index opens for capitalization.
Definitely need to get that iron skin up. Or just die. You can fall too. You're not the smartest. Neither of you are. Well, there went 1 point. Okay, well, there's that. There went that. Come on, bro. You better go put those points in. Stupid NPCs. Seriously, you died and lost the points?
Shiny bait.
31 points. Not a chance they come back from that.
Points in the open. Trading over.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
You can say that as much as you want to, buddy, but it's over for you.
And the brokers start trading bullets. Index points up for grabs. Index points up for grabs. Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket.
Okay.
Points in the
That was annoying. Really? You're not taking those credits from me, buddy. Let's just go ahead and kill you, and then kill you. So many points. There's not a thing you can do about it.
The Tenno are splitting up the index. Broker down. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. That broker wants a bonus. Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful!
All right, 35 points to ruin F's pockets.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Okay.
The index begins soon.
Okay.
Brokers start trading bullets. Broker down. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Okay.
More points in the vault.
Come on, brokers. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Broker down. Bad day for annual and its investors.
Yeah, what up, Stitch Silent? Or is that right? Yeah, Stitch Silent.
Points in the open.
Dude, just die. Alright.
How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Broker down.
Okay. I'm doing good. And... Alright. I'll call you Stitch in the meantime.
Broker down. All eyes on that market upset. Brokers, trading is complete.
Oh, by the void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that, and I'm going to have to ask Fraud Beck for a loan.
This guy's just gonna keep laughing. I'm just gonna keep draining this dude's pockets.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work. Fine, I screamed at him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
Yeah. Can't say I wouldn't enjoy seeing Nathaniel getting eaten by the infested, but whatever. Anyways, by the way, Stitch, I'm doing well, and I hope you are as well. Ooh, that's an interesting question. Okay, by the way, I have been playing Warframe for approximately, if we're going on in-game days, I have been playing for a little over a month now.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means,
Okay, so that would probably be about like 30, like 34, 35.
Seasons. It always changes. Well, for you that is.
You talking about my rhinos, Cindy? Yeah, this dude is beefy. Let's see. I kind of want to go use a different Warframe for this, though. I don't always just want to use Rhino for everything. Here, let's see. Here we go. Let's finish modding Wisp. Let's see. What does she need? She doesn't really need duration. Doesn't really need, I guess, range. She doesn't really need it. Duration. Don't think she needs that much either. Just put some more strength on her. Why not? And then... what else does she need? Let's see. Ah, so her duration goes for, that stuff. In that case, just put continuity as the last thing. It's just a slam together build, but it'll work. Okay. Now let's go ahead and fix the colors. Let's see. I think for this, I'll use my Sybaris. By the way, Cindy, if you have not seen Wisp before, this is the thick Warframe.
In these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you that is.
I want to and like I want to see just how much he's lost due to the index and how many players have been on Warframe. Oh, a friend showed it to you?
All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve.
Yeah, I agree. Strong personality.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host. And the brokers start trading bullets.
I think what I'm going to do is just go over here, and I'm going to put down a shock, vitality, and haste. I wish I could just sit over here and just do this.
Points in the open. Index points up for grabs.
Okay.
This is highly irregular.
Bro, I just died.
Occurring by accident or
This dude's rigging the game.
This was an act of sabotage.
Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful!
Bro is quite literally rigging the game.
The 10-0 score! Investors get jittery!
By the way, Cindy, if just letting you know, at any point in time, if you want to do a stream or anything together, just let me know. I do have Discord and anything. I'm looking for content creators I can actually collaborate with every now and again. Not just for my own benefit, but for everyone else's as well.
10-0 win! Disappointed expression! Capitalists, are you ready for the Index?
Alright.
And the brokers start trading bullets.
Yeah.
Investors are eyeing those dropped
See,
points.
we're relatively smaller creators, so pretty much we're just going to have to depend on, you know, other streamers to actually help us get higher up the ladder. Unfortunately, there's no easy shortcut to the top.
Credits in the pocket. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
And I just don't want to saturate my channels on YouTube or Twitch with just a ton of reactionary content all the time. I want to be able to actually play games and do the thing that I love the most.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. More points in the vault. The 10-0 score. Investors get jittery. Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Points in the open.
Yeah, I will definitely say that it definitely reigns supreme. There's nothing people will definitely watch more than Reveal to Booba on stream.
Broker down.
That's why it sucks for me, because I'm a male on the VTuber scene, so of course I ain't got nothing to really entice with, if you will.
Turn of events. Appropriate expression. Trading over.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Who rules the Index? Find out
I am going to be working on a mod, though. For, not a mod, sorry. I'm going to be working on a new model that's going to be some eye candy for sure. Yeah, I do have Wisp, and she can definitely do a lot of carrying on that front for me. There's actually a, trying to think what it's called. There is a color palette and a sigil, I think, or an emblem, one of the two, that'll be able to get you, like, underboob in Warframe, which is actually pretty funny. I think this is the main problem with this sword, is that I just can't hit those stupid raptors. Bro, just let me hit you! Really? Okay. These specters are almost effectively useless. Okay, let's see.
Glass, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the index.
Okay.
You're in big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
Alright.
Success. We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Anyo. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
Okay. By the way, what do you think about her, Cindy? This is definitely the other choice for, personality, shall we say, in Warframe.
Congratulations. You just shot to the top of the social pyramid.
She's definitely cool. Isn't that the lady on the cover 99? Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure. She's on it. As well as this is another one of them.
Okay.
I plan on getting all of those skins eventually. But let's see. I think I'm gonna run the Monkey King for the last one. I think. Okay, well never mind. I don't have the thing to make his mod capacity go up higher. In that case.
Relax. I got you.
I'm gonna use Nova this time. And yes, the proto frames are actually really cool, and I love their designs. Alright. I can't stomp Neff, so I have to play with the kid gloves on.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
Okay.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make the mark nervous. If Arno loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away and will have failed the Myconians.
Okay.
Failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
So stay within a 20-point margin. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take this, and I'll stay right here. And any point I see somebody come over here, I'll just blast them down. It's just that simple. Yeah, this game being free is definitely something that most people just cannot believe. And I don't blame them. It's crazy to believe that this game that has open world expansion, PvE, PvP, and so many other aspects is all free. And none of the content is paid for. And almost everything in the game can be earned, with an exception of the stuff that is made by outsourced artists. Mainly the Tenno gen.
Have no life.
Index points up for grabs.
Wow, he actually had one go forward with 1 point.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points. Will they make
Okay.
it brokers, trading
All right.
Tenno real in the win. Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
This is it, Anyo. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
Points in the open.
It just feels so nice being able to walk around with Nova.
You need to almost lose, not almost win. Aim to beat their score by a narrow margin. He was counting on you.
Okay, that should be enough. So now just sit back and murder. Just sit here for a minute and wait. That's all I have to do. You're not getting through with any index points. I need to make sure I pick them up so that the teammates don't do so.
Shocking turn of events. Appropriate expression. Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Points in the open. Trading over.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open.
Alright, let's do it.
Mr. Anyo, Are you afraid the Void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the Void's will. From the Void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triuna.
Okay.
Index points up for grabs.
Cry about it.
Index points up for grabs.
Alright, let's go cash these in. And then now we'll just stand here and make sure that nobody else gets to go in.
Index points up for grabs.
Are you done?
Points in the open.
Get those out of here.
All eyes on that market upset. Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Brokers, trading in complete.
The Void has spoken to me, Glass. I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind.
Oh, man.
If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glass, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine.
Okay.
So, what do you say?
I'm in.
Still can't believe I had to play with the kid gloves on for this guy. Sheesh. All right, well, let's see what the Anyo wants.
Papa said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
Okay.
Niwa is the Triuna. That's why Neff's so interested in her. Suddenly, this all makes sense. The Myconians had concealed her abilities to protect her. But why give a child such a burden?
Well, I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Let's check on the 1999 stuff. She's offline. All right. Let's do it.
My dear Glass, why are you so eager to tempt ruin for a little girl? You'll soon see how the Void favors my fortune above yours.
Yeah, no, bro.
Wealth has no purpose until turned against suffering. I'd wager more if I had it.
Alright, let's get that little girl. I never even noticed that. She has a nose ring. She has a...
Your winning streak stops here. The index is mine, after all.
Excited mood. The index begins soon.
And by the way, after I finish this quest, if anybody wants to hop in and play, just ask.
The bell.
Bro, what the heck?
What is this? What's going on? Anyo, swear on the void that you're not cheating.
My dear Glass, I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Keep fighting, Tenno. I'm investigating the source of these anomalies.
Index points up for grabs!
Alright, bro. Let's see what's going on.
Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket!
They're super dead.
I also love the way that they talk whenever you actually kill stuff. Alright, this is just ridiculous. Oh, no, no, no. You are not touching the other side. Okay, that is ridiculous. They literally got a few of them through. That's ridiculous.
Glassed, it looks like your crack team of brokers just cracked under pressure. Now I'm in the black, and you're facing financial ruin. A deserving end for your contempt of the corpus way of life. They made you what you are. You deserve bankruptcy.
Yeah, totally, bro. Of course, we had to have a forced defeat. Alright.
Ergo's suspicions are correct. Neff cheated. I have identified the systems responsible for these cheats. I need you to break into Annual Corp's servers and steal the control codes for his traps.
Okay. Oh my god! Where did you go? I heard you speak to me. Where are you? God, he's so weird. Alright. Whatever. If he's not going to show his face, then let's just get to it. Alright. Time to go and steal the cheat codes.
You are here to steal the control codes to Neff Annual's traps. Only then can he be defeated in the Index.
Tenno, I need not remind you there is little margin for error. The fraudster cannot know we have gained the upper hand.
Alright. Let's just go ahead and grab this one.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code.
Come on, go through. Now down.
This isn't a code, it's something else. A recording from Niwa. Tenno, continue with your mission while I decrypt this message.
Alright.
vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code.
Okay. So now let's go here, here, and here, here, and there.
This is it. We have the code.
You have executed the plan beautifully. Get ready for your next battle on the Index. The outcome promises to be much different.
Okay.
Time to clean house.
More propaganda. Die. All right.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code.
I'm not just gonna waste a cipher on that if I don't have to.
Finally.
And
Data
boom,
integrity
got it.
Verified. Retrieval was successful. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
All right.
Can we kill these guys? Please?
I would sit around and kill them, but I mean, there's no point in killing them right now. I want to go hit Nathaniel right in the pocketbook. I want to rob him of all his savings.
Another job well executed.
All right.
How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by rusting robots, and the Triuna will be lost forever.
Yeesh. Alright.
Ergo, what is this passing? What do you know about the Triuna?
Triuna is the Myconian's chosen one. It passes from one to the next in a simple ceremony. A pinprick on the finger is all it is.
A disease.
Yes, likely. The Myconians may be carriers with ancestral resistance to the infestation.
Okay.
Or they are merely keepers of the flame, perpetuating a weaker strain through this ritual.
Alright.
The infested fear hybrids.
They do, and so the Myconians harvest them without violence. That is their way of life. Eventually, the Triuna succumbs to the burden, and so they must pass it on and on, lighting a new torch before the other fades away.
Okay.
Fades. You mean dies. We could cure her before that happened.
What an extraordinary gift! No Triuna would ever want to lose that. They live in honor, to serve their people, for the greater good.
Okay.
But they're only children.
It's overglassed. I have everything I want. Niwa is mine, and the sequence's president is in ruin. You have nothing to wager that interests me.
Okay.
The Myconians do. An old war relic will be our wager. In a way, a product of the void. Something you might have more than passing interest for. Am I right?
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
Ah.
All or nothing. Held in escrow. Are you in, Neff?
Yes. By the void, I'm in.
Then let's do it. This time, you're not going to rig it with your stupid cheats.
Excited mood. The index begins soon.
I've grown tired of this, brokers. Dish out your humiliation so I may retire to counting my riches.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Alright. Got him.
Index points up for grabs. Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Index points up for grabs.
Alright. Stop copying me.
What is this? Play fair, you metal wretches!
Broker down.
Sounds like Neff's noticing that his cheats aren't working. Which means I can finally spank him like the newborn baby brat he is.
Way out of debt.
There's nothing he can do about it. He has to sit there and take this loss.
Up for grabs. Corp is working its way out of debt. Trading over. 10-0 win. Disappointed expression. Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
Alright.
Brokers, how are they winning? By the void, this is my index. This shouldn't be possible.
Don't you recognize the free market in action, Mr. Anya? Allow my brokers to teach you how it's supposed to work.
Broker down.
Okay, well then where are they? There he is.
Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket.
Give me those credits.
Index points up for grabs.
They're super dead.
Index points up for grabs. Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling.
And boom.
Brokers, what's going on? Are you trying to get fired?
You kept the weak for so long and forced the rigged win that they just can't compete anymore. Literally, these things are so weak.
Investors get jittery.
6 seconds.
Training is complete.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Who rules the index?
Alright, last one.
Find out when the bell rings.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, it just threw me out like that.
What have you done?
I guess the odds aren't in your favor today, Nev.
Index points up for grabs.
Wow, I really screwed that up.
Oh, finally.
Give me that point. Alright, so there's... What are these things? Okay, so I guess whatever that was is there. See ya.
Index points up for grabs. That broker wants a bonus. Points in the open. I'm
Okay.
broker with many points. Risky move. A cap for T2. Investors asking, will it be enough to stop Angel Corp? Broker down.
Alright, I got just enough time for another kill, and we should be good to go. And boom.
In the red.
Nev is properly spanked, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Tenno rally on the index.
Nope, you're not going in.
And the index closes.
Well, we won.
Well, look at that. Even a loser can win a coin toss now and then. Now, let's say we do a rematch. I'll throw in some of your old holdings in Eris.
I think we'll cash in now, Mr. Anyo. Don't want to push our luck too far.
Oh.
What? No, wait just a moment. I have an exciting wager for you. Ore discoveries in the outer sectors. And to up the ante, a new squadron of bursars hot off the assembly line. What do you say? Are you in? Hello? Answer me!
Yeah, no, we're taking the girl and we're getting her back to her people. Alright.
Lotus, you may now return the child to her people.
Alright.
She could be cured. Why return her? So she lives a shortened life surrounded by monsters?
Surrounded by family, her people who honor her. Are you really going to impose your own values on these people you don't understand?
She only thinks this is what she wants. What you call tradition, others call indoctrination. If she comes to the relay and is cured, she'll be free to return to her people, if that's her choice.
And the Myconians? Without the passing, their way of life will end forever. Their skills, their traditions, wiped out by a powerful outsider.
He has a point.
They'd have to adapt, yes. We'd do our best to protect them, as we do for all that suffer. Tenno, you've lived through similar obligations. What would you choose for Niwa?
Just return her to her people. Let's let her decide.
I've returned to my people, but I've decided I will be the last Triuna. I want a future where all of the children can be happy. A new tradition. Papa is so proud of me. The last Triuna and greatest of all. The one that changed Myconians forever.
That's definitely the way that I wanted it to end. Alright. Oh, sweet. We got Nidus for a blueprint. I was wondering what Warframe was behind that. I definitely need to go and pick him up at some point. Let's pet the Kubril. Okay, very nice. Alright, let's see. What else is there left? Warframe quests. Sorry, these are... Are these? No, these are side quests. This gets me the access to do farming for Mesa. I don't know much about this one. I think it's just the Exilus adapter. Okay. So this one should be for Sebagoth, I'm pretty sure. This one's for Octavia. That's Anaros, Ureli, Titania, and Mirage. And this is for Atlas. And Revenant's here.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Alright. Well, honestly, I think that's about all I can actually do today. I think I'm going to end with a very fun little interaction that I found. Pretty soon, I think I'm going to be putting out a video that's going to be basically, you know, which Warframes would be great for beginners to get a hold of. I think I have a decent enough knowledge after getting a hold of most of them to be able to say, like, which ones would be very beneficial for that purpose. Alright, let's go to Cephalon Samaris. We're going to go to the Simulacrum. Let's do the Oricon Battle Group. Put myself on invincibility for a reason, I guess. Alright.
Okay. Who do you want erased from history?
Let's do something interesting. Kind of want to see how my Titania stuff holds up after the process of this. Okay, so first off, let's get her unique buffs, which are here. Alright, so I got all of her unique buffs. Let's put a Lantern out. Spellbind. Okay, so it basically becomes like a mass range AoE for a hold. Now Razor Wing. Okay, so clearly I need to do some more modding and I need to do some more stuff to actually get her to her potential. There's just something I'm missing in this somewhere. I'll look into some Titania builds and definitely get around to her because I think she's one of the cooler Warframes in the game. Especially being able to have such high mobility in the middle of missions would be great. Especially stuff like capture missions and with things like those escort, like hostage missions that you have to get out. Or even just spy missions would probably be cool sometimes. But regardless of all that, I think we've done a lot of progress today and got a lot done on stream. But that being said, I think I'm going to be putting in the process to do a stream that will turn into a video. Basically, I'll be going through all the different Warframes and making it to where I can give, I guess I could say, educated for people who are brand new, like suggestions on which warframes would be the easiest to get and the most beneficial for a newer player. But that being said, it's been a great stream. Thank you to Stellar Cindy for following, and also thanks for Stitch for coming along as well. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and see you later, you filthy degenerates.